Hello, Saraswati. How are you?
Hello, sir. I am fine, sir. Thank you. And good evening.
Good evening to you, ma'am. Good evening
How
to
was
you.
your day, sir, today?
Yeah, as well. Today as well was good.
Mhm.
But basically, I just relaxed. I didn't do any productive stuff. I thought today I will just let my hair down and relax, not work.
Mhm.
Okay, I was not serious about anything. No productivity, no productive day, just relaxation, and I just was lying on the bed like a log whole day. So if not for the 9 to 12 sessions, I would not have worked at all. So yeah, I just relaxed today. Okay. Do you have some days like this absolutely for yourself? No work, no doing anything, no duties, nothing. Just you and what you want to do.
Uh, I think very very less days I find like this, in that I means I only do which I prefer to.
Huh, huh.
Otherwise, as I am a homemaker, so definitely I have to cook food and household chores and the
Yes.
daily basic works I every day I have to do.
Yes.
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
that's why I admire the stay-at-home moms or people who go to job, ladies in particular,
Yeah.
stay-at-home moms as well, and more so people who work and come and again do the job at home. They have
Yeah.
to do the house chores and then again go to the job as well. So
Yes.
great respect for you people.
Yeah. Thank
But
you.
yeah, great respect, and it's very hard, isn't it, Saraswati? But given a choice, what are your favorite things that you would do? If I tell you, Saraswati, today your daughter uh, has a college function. She is going to be in college from morning to night. Okay, and your husband has also, maybe he is gone on an official trip out of town. So you
Okay.
have the whole day for yourself.
Hmm.
Fine. So how will
Yes.
that day be spent?
That day I think I would like to prefer firstly yoga and meditation, because
Uh-huh.
really it helps me a lot uh, for for relaxation.
Hmm.
And apart from that, I can't spend even a same. I means I can't live even a single day without talking to my father. That is the most important thing I do every day. At least half an hour I talk with him. More than that.
Okay.
And yes, that day, that thing I can't skip. Apart from that, I can enjoy some songs
Uh-huh.
because I love to listen music, and as nowadays I'm learning English. But I think, as you told, that if you means get chance and to spend accordingly, so definitely I think I would sit on one place and can enjoy the nature also, because I really love to sit under the nature, sit with the nature,
Yes, sit in the nature.
in the nature.
Okay,
Yes.
yes, in the nature, in the natural habitat, in the nature.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Or yes, sit in the nature, but how do you indulge yourselves? To be in the nature, to be in the middle of nature, you will have to go out maybe to a park or a jungle, a forest.
Yes.
In Mumbai, where you're staying, nature is the last thing that you will see when you see outside the
Yes.
window, isn't
Yes.
it? Except for the
Yes.
sky, there is nothing called nature there. It's all concrete building.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
How do you get into this guilty pleasure? Being in the nature.
I think I can listen to some spiritual things
Uh-huh.
sitting in the nature.
Okay.
Yes, because when we listen some spiritual things, so it really motivates us a lot, and can give it works like a therapeutic therapeutical
Yes, therapeutic, therapeutic.
therapeutic. Yes,
Yes, great. And in the same vein, in the same vein, now this is a new word for you.
yes.
In the same vein. Now, what does this mean? Okay, in the same vein means इसका हिंदी में अनुवाद होगा जिस बात पे हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं
Mhm.
उसी रास्ते पे कुछ और सवाल इन द सेम वेन.
Okay.
Okay, you talked about being in the nature and you talked about therapeutic. So in the same vein I would want to ask you the next question.
Yes.
What was your last experience when you had this kind of a therapeutic exposure in the middle of the nature? When did you feel last this therapeutic and this much in the middle of nature?
I think in the last rainy season,
Uh-huh.
I went with my husband and my daughter and my younger brother too. We went in a forest. So
Okay.
it was really a very, calm place,
Hmm.
and means rain was also there.
Hmm.
And yes, it was means sitting there and enjoying the beauty of nature really gives a pleasure, and what we say. Uh, I am finding a new word, but still I'm not. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Do you
that
have a
was
word?
draws me a
Huh.
lot sitting there.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
You went into a state of a trance
yes,
state.
yeah,
Okay, great. A trance state because you are in the middle of nature and everything.
yes,
Great. Now, see, these are all productive pleasures. Okay, being in the
yes,
middle of nature, listening to music, and doing some meditations, and then you talk to your father. That is something that you can't put away with.
yeah.
What are some of the time wasters that you have? You didn't tell me. Now, see, today, how did I waste time? By doing nothing. Absolutely zero productivity. No self
Uh,
improvement. No helping anybody, all by myself. Just sleeping, browsing my mobile. Now, that is my guilty pleasure. Okay,
yes.
that is my guilty pleasure. Tell me some of your guilty pleasures, which is absolutely unproductive, but which you enjoy.
Yes, sometimes I also do the same, sitting on the sofa or just scrolling the mobile and see the unnecessary things that I never do that.
Uh,
But some days we do, and even sitting on a one place
hmm,
without any work.
hmm.
And yes, I also do all these things, but very rarely I do.
Very rarely. Okay, great. Saraswati, in that way, you don't waste any much time. Something
Yeah,
productive you continue to do. But now the
yes,
situation is that your daughter is out in college and your husband is out of town. Now you have to be alone. You can do anything that you want. How would you solve your food problems? Will you order from outside or will you still go and cook? Cooking is always a chore. Sometimes some people enjoy cooking, but still at the end of the day, cooking is a chore. Okay,
yes.
given an option, a woman would want to take some break from that. But
Yes,
now you have an opportunity. What will you do?
I think I will not order. I will cook by anything means I will cook, or maybe there are some food like dry fruits, dry snacks we keep. So maybe I will prefer to eat that.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Not
or
cook
I
at
can
all.
cook dal khichdi. I can also love to cook. I can enjoy it. Yes.
Okay, great. still you don't want to order from outside
Yes.
because you want to just keep your cell phone. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Apart from that, do you sleep a lot?
Yes, I sleep. Maybe I will sleep because sleeping also like sometimes gives a lot of pleasure.
Uh-huh. Yes, it
Uh,
does. It does.
yes,
Yes.
yeah. Taking lots of rest
Hmm.
and not doing anything in that period, it
Hmm.
really gives a pleasure as well as relaxation too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, compare this. See, I am sure we both of us come from a time when there were no mobiles,
Hmm.
when there were no communication tools, when there were no time wasters.
Yes.
Okay, our guilty pleasures used to be come from school, eat
Hmm.
what our parents had prepared,
Yes.
and throw our bags and just go out and play with other friends.
Yes.
Okay, now today, if all these electronic gadgets, okay, are kept away from you, probably the day now today, there is a day when your daughter is away, your husband is away, but at the same time you don't have any electronic gadgets, and you don't have anything to keep you entertained. It's like you're living in a big boss house.
Hmm.
Do you think your day will still be the same because you just will indulge in meditation, listen to some
Hmm.
music? You can't listen to music because there are no gadgets with you now.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Uh,
Now, in such days, what will you do and how will you spend your day?
I think I am not totally depend on mobile and social media platform for
A wrong
entertainment. Or
sentence. A wrong sentence. Wrong sentence. Repeat that. I am not totally
I
depend.
am not.
Uh,
I just wait. I don't depend on social
no, no, no,
media.
no, no, no. Use the word. I am not totally. I am
I
not
am not
totally.
totally depend on social media or
Depend nahi. Uh, I am not totally on social media. हाँ, ये वाला है sentence. Okay.
I
Now
am not
here,
totally.
yeah. हाँ. What is the word that you'll use in the middle?
I am not totally engaged in social media.
Depend ही use कीजिए. Depend ही use कीजिए. Use the word
Okay,
depend. Yeah.
depends. Yes.
हाँ. लेकिन depend word गलत है.
Mm-hmm.
The word is dependent. Dependent.
Dependent. Okay, I am not
Yes.
totally dependent on social media.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
I am not totally dependent on social
Social
media.
media.
I can live without my electronic gadgets.
Yes, yes.
Great. So, what would you do?
As I told, I will sleep.
Ah,
I along with that, I will also cook something for me that gives me a pleasure. And as I am not a foodie type of person, so I can manage with dal khichdi or dal rice,
yes.
also with pickle. And maybe I will uh, read something.
Yeah, that's allowed.
Yeah,
You have a book. Yeah, you have a
yes.
book.
Books I have already, so I can
Yes.
read books. Yes, these are the things, and I can do. As I told, I do meditation, yoga,
Hmm.
as well as uh, I can. In that period, I can also clean my house well.
So, yeah, classic Saraswati. No wasting time. Still productive.
Because since our childhood, we are trained in this way.
Now, that's exactly what I wanted to cover the next. Okay, there
Yeah.
are two things here. Basically, you told that you can't really miss any day of speaking to your father.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you're kind of connecting the dots and telling from my early childhood. This is how I have
Yes.
been brought up.
Yes.
Okay, so definitely there is a lot of influence of your parents. either mother or father or both of them, how they
yes,
lived their life, and you seem to
yes,
have learned a lot. So,
yes.
not much of time wastage in whatever situation. So, tell me more about it. What is the relation? So, you have been bought like that, you've been brought up like that. What does that mean? Is there something, these values of not wasting a time, using it judiciously, has it something that has come right from your childhood, and how did you learn it?
Yes, I learned from my parents because my father was in military,
Oh,
and
he's a
he's
defense personnel.
yes,
Mhm.
he is in means postal department, but he was in
Okay.
military. Yes,
Hmm.
and he is very disciplined person. And this age also now he will complete 74 in the coming May month, and still in this age he is very disciplined and complete all his how means daily routines on particular time.
Hmm.
And so I think that things I learned from my parents,
Okay.
like getting up early in the morning.
Huh.
I think when I was in fifth grade, till
Huh.
that period, I used to get up like 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes.
Has that habit stayed with you even now? Still, you
Yes.
follow the same
Yes.
routine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. Now, the problem with people who come from disciplinarians.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, disciplinarians. Have you heard this word?
No, I didn't heard, but I guess the meaning like one who is very disciplined, who will
Yes,
follow the
discipline.
discipline.
Yes, absolutely. Discipline not only follows, he makes sure that people around him are also like him.
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
Okay, isn't it? So your father is not only a disciplined person, he is also a disciplinarian.
Discipline. Yes.
Okay, he's a disciplinarian because he has ensured that his daughter also gets his values of not wasting time.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Now, the problem with anybody who comes from such background is they try to pass that habit to others also. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
try to influence others also to live that kind of a
Mm-hmm.
disciplined life. Fine. How acceptable is it in your house environment?
I
Okay,
think yes.
there will always be some resistance. You want to get up at 5, you get up. I don't want to. Let me sleep till 8 o'clock. Okay, how is the behavior?
I think I also like want my daughter and my husband to follow the same habit that I do, and at some extent, correct, or on some extent.
Uh, repeat that. Repeat
At
that.
some
At
extent, I means I am success in that. Like
नहीं नहीं मुझे वो सुनाई नहीं दिया और again repeat that at some on
at
some क्या
some extent, I
uh,
am.
I still am not getting. Could you type that word for me, Saraswati?
Yes.
At some. Always, to some extent.
Always I put some.
Okay, always to some extent. हमेशा यही है.
Okay, okay. To some. Oh, yes.
Yes.
I know. Yes, I had little bit doubt. I forgot actually. Yes. To some extent, I really like I am success in that.
हाँ,
Keeping that habit in them, like
हाँ,
getting up early in the morning.
yes.
And yes, as they means go, my husband goes office, and my daughter also here. She has morning school, so she also gets up early in the morning. Even like on holidays only, they means wake up little bit late, but I think it's okay
I
because
think
when they
that's
work,
okay. Yeah.
yes.
You need to give them one cheat day. One cheat day is
Yes,
allowed in a
yes.
week. I know, but do you try to impose some of your habits on others? Like I am sure you would love to keep your kitchen, your house, your surroundings, not messed up, all at its
Mhm.
place, very methodical.
Mhm.
Uh, it is good for others. They enjoy your husband and your kids. Your kid might enjoy finding everything in its place, but
Yes.
they might not be very disciplined in following that routine.
Yes.
Okay, they might just come from the bath, take the towel, throw it on the bed, and they might come from the school, remove their uniforms or dresses and throw it on the bed or hang it on the sofa or something. So has your habit rubbed on them to some extent in terms of uh, keeping everything in its place? Has your habit rubbed on them? आपने ये सुना है पहले?
No. Rubbed
Has
on
your
them.
habit, या ये मैं लिखता हूँ, has your habit, RUBE, rubbed on others or them? ये इसको पढ़िए थोड़ा.
Has your habit rubbed on others
Or
or
them,
them?
or them, on others,
On them.
or yeah, on
Yeah.
them, or them,
Okay.
rubbed on others. Has your habit rubbed on others? ठीक है.
Yes.
Now that phrase, you can make a note of it. मतलब जो
Mhm.
आप करते हो वो उसका असर अगले पर भी पड़ा है क्या? Has your habit rubbed on others as well? So that is what I wanted to ask. New
Yes.
term, very nice. You can make a note of that as well. So has your habit rubbed on others also? Others in the sense, in this case, your husband and your daughter.
Yes. My daughter now, she is only just went in seventh grade,
Huh.
and she learned all my habits,
Huh.
like keeping all things on a proper place, books on proper place, clothes on proper place. She really learned everything just by watching me.
Hmm.
Even
Hmm.
someday, suppose if I'm not well, so she can manage home well, keeping
Ah.
all the things on proper place.
Uh, so
Yes.
if you go out for a week and come back, you will probably find the house in the same way as you left it.
Maybe yes.
Yes. So you
Yes.
don't have to spend another week to get the house in order. So your daughter and your husband would have maintained the house exactly the
My
way you
husband,
left.
I am not. I can't say that my husband will do, but yes, my daughter will definitely do.
Yes. See, it's easy to maintain an offspring. It's easy to maintain an offspring, but you can't change the husband's habits, so they
Yes.
stay, isn't it? So I agree with you. I agree with you because my wife has that problem with me. So yeah, every house a story. So you can't do much about it.
Yeah.
Great. So continue, Saraswati. Again, had a wonderful session. Yesterday, you told me there are sometimes it is kind of quite helpful for you to repeat the same
Yes.
conversations with
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, I will always have that in the at the back of my mind.
Yes.
Okay, I'll always have that at the back of my mind, and I won't hesitate to bring in some conversations which are repetitive, which might be repetitive in nature.
Yeah.
And probably tomorrow I would want to spend some time discussing about your close friends from college or school, or maybe if you have some relationship even with them even now. Have you had
Yeah.
some conversations going, and who are these friends? How do you
Okay.
keep in touch with them? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll
Yes.
explore your friendship with your school mates, your college mates, and definitely your professional friendships
Yes.
also, which you work for quite a long time.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
how do you keep relationship them? How do you keep in touch with them? All these things that I would want to know from you in tomorrow's
Yes.
session.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.